Hello everybody, Elena is here, talking to you from a gym in Bangkok, in a hotel, doing my cardio. That's the only thing that I can do for a little bit until I recover from my surgery. And I'm taking this opportunity to talk a little bit about what I do and what my personal training program and weight loss program is all about. That the program that I offer at my gym in North Vancouver, BC. So I got a few questions. The first question: Is cardio better before or after weight training? It depends. It depends. You need to do cardio, you need to do weight training, you need to do flexibility training, and you need to do everything on a very regular basis in order for the specific training to work. This is one of the components. Cardio is one of the components of fitness. Whether you do it before or after the weight training, it will depend on your goal. Let's talk about weight training. So weight training has different components, of course. There is the time when you lift heavy, there is the time when you lift light, there is the time when you do endurance training or volume. And the only time I find it a little bit different is when you do your cardio after the intensity training. That would be the only time I would prescribe it to do specifically after the training, is when you are in lifting heavy weights. That just helps to put oxygen into your body. I do, however, tell my clients to do cardio after the training, only because it helps you to reduce the amount of lactic acid buildup, because you bring oxygen into your body. So in a way, it is better to do cardio after the training. However, it actually doesn't matter when you do it, as long as you do it. A lot of people like to do cardio first thing in the morning. A lot of people do fasted cardio. I'm not the biggest fan of it. There is still a little risk of burning your muscle for energy, just because you are completely depleted of the glycogen in your blood when you wake up. So I do not do and do not prescribe fasted cardio. Some trainers do and prescribe it. I think it's a lot to do with the personal preference, but it doesn't really matter, as long as you are doing your cardio, as long as you do it properly, and as long as you do it on a regular basis. Do it. My clients, most of them, do cardio, trying to do cardio after the workout, because it helps to bring oxygen into your body and helps to dissolve lactic acid after the workout. That's about it. Second question: how important stretching after the workout? Flexibility training is the third component of the training. We have cardio, weight training or strength training, and we have flexibility training. So let's talk a little bit in more detail about flexibility training and what it's all about. We have the material in our body called fascia, and fascia is a substance. It's like a film that wraps around your muscle belly, muscle bundles, muscle fibers, myofibrils. If you look at a chicken when you cut it, you see this slimy thing that goes around the muscle. That's what fascia is all about. That's what fascia is. Fascia forms the connective tissues. Fascia forms all of your IT band, linea alba, all of the big plates of all of the connective tissues. And what happens is your neuroconnections your neurosignals are actually going through the fascia and delivered with the help of electrolytes, delivered to the muscle. The signal goes to the muscle, zaps it, bzz, and muscle contracts. During the workout, you deposit lactic acid into fascia. All of your toxins get deposited into fascia. And if you do not do stretching, the fascia becomes stiff. Muscle on its own, it's like a rubber. It's rubber, it doesn't get stiff. It's a fascia, stiff fascia that encapsulates it and make muscle stiff. In order to avoid that stiffness, you need to stretch. And lots of people do yoga. Lots of people love it. Some people don't do yoga and they just stretch. And my approach to the flexibility training is you work to your chest, you stretch it right after. Spend a little bit of time and stretch it. This will be the bare minimum. You work your legs, must stretch it. How long do you need to stretch? It will depend, of course, on your time. I suggest, my suggestion to my clients is to hold the stretch for 5 to 10 seconds, no more than that. It can actually spread apart the proteins of the actin and myosin can just get apart if you stretch it for too long. So 5 to 10 seconds is recommended, no more than that. You can have a couple of times go at it, like when you stretch your chest or legs or your biceps or triceps or deltoid. Whatever muscle group you worked, stretch that muscle group after the workout. Your body will thank you for that in the long run. And one more question. How often should I have workout to get better results? In order to, as I explained before, in order to maintain what you have, you need to do 3 times a week. You need to work out 3 times a week. And that will include your cardio training, your strength training, and your flexibility training. So if you work out for an hour, do half an hour cardio, about 15 minutes of stretching during that time, you're pretty much okay. But the word is to maintain. So whatever condition you are in, that condition will stay with you. You will slow down your aging process. You will get more energy into your life. You will feel much better rather than sitting on a couch. And you will feel the effects of training right away. However, if you are overweight, if your goal is to reduce your weight, you need to work out more than that. And you need to have a systematic approach to your training. And that's what we teach people at my gym, at Team Fitness. And you also need to implement your diet. You basically need to transform the whole life. And you need, otherwise there will be no changes. You will need to change your habits. You will need to change your mindset. You will need to change your eating habits. You will need to find the way to exercise more than 3 times a week. You will need to build your life around it, because that is the most important aspect of your life. Everything starts with you. Everything starts with you, and you are the base of everything. You are the base of your happiness. You are the base of your family. Your kids looking at you, and your kids mimic your lifestyle and your thought process, and they become exact replica of you. So you have to lead by example. You have to get your butt off the couch, and you have to do something about it if you are thinking that it's time for you to change. So that's little about how often. In my program is designed to work out 6 times a week. You work out on a 4-day split. I adapted that system ever since my trainer introduced me to it, and I restructured few other programs to fit that same schedule. I find it very effective. You work out for 4 days. So if this is the week, 7 days, you work out 1, 2, 3, 4. Day 5 is rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Day 5 is rest. And 3 cycles like this of 4 days each. And that will complete the phase. And then you move to the next phase to avoid plateaus. 3 to 4 months of this specific schedule, and you would not believe the results. If you are following our Facebook page, Team Fitness, you will see how fast our clients are progressing. We have the wall of success, and we're constantly changing the number. Cannot wait to come and see what my clients did while I was away. Yeah, so if you work out more than 3 times a week, your results will become much more visible. So that's it for questions today. I want to touch base a little bit about competition preparation. When clients come to me, most of the time they do not believe that they can be looking like the person from the fitness magazine. And me, knowing what I know, I look at them and I say to them, you know what, you should compete. And about 25% either ended up competing or they already come to me knowing that they want to go on stage. What are the steps that we take in order to prepare them for the stage? The first one, of course, is going to be putting them on a meal plan that I've covered in the first part, in the first video. Then we put them to exact same training system. And when I talk to them throughout the training session, I see where their thought process is. And very often through all of these conversations, we get into the coaching part of it, which I think very important. It's to make people stop worry and stop being afraid, trust themselves, trust that system is going to work, and most importantly, learn how to focus, especially how to focus on the end result, and how to visualize you getting that trophy in your hand at the end of the journey. And it works. It all depends how much do you want it and how much are you willing to give up. What are you willing to give up? So ask yourself that question. How much do you want to have healthy life, and what are you willing to give up? And then, so we have your diet covered, we have your training and coaching covered, and last part is walking and posing. Not just posing, walking. When I look at competitions, when I look at girls that come on stage, I can tell I can pick every single one of them and say, she learned, she went and did coaching, somebody coached her, and to the most part, lots of people have no idea that coming on a stage, being on a stage requires coaching. Stage presence is everything. And if you don't know how to move on stage, if you don't know how to present yourself with the confidence on stage, you will not do well, because it really shows. And me having the ballroom dance background, I add quite a few elements where the positions are flowing from one pose to another pose. So I offer posing classes, walking and posing classes at my studio. For all of my clients that are come to me and ended up competing, we usually start about 2 to 3 months before the show, and I train specific group for the specific show before they go on stage. We meet for 1 hour a week. I make them practice. We record it. We make videos, and we run through it many times. To some, it goes easy. To some, it's not enough. I make them to take minimum eight sessions like this to make them at least somewhat look good. And so far, it's actually been working quite well. But during the walking and posing sessions, this is where the group of girls and guys come together and they become like one team. It makes them, it unites them. Because very often you lose a lot of social life during this preparation, because this is the time when you learn how to focus on yourself only, and you put everything aside, and you get what you actually want to get. And believe it or not, this is exactly how you need to be in life. If you want to get something, you need to focus. You need to focus on a specific task. You need to focus on the end result of it. And trust me, universe will bring you to that point exactly the way that you thought it's going to happen, if you know how to do it. Sometimes it's not exactly the way, but as long as you're focusing on the end result in detail, more than just once, but keep on focusing, make it your daily task, you will get what you need. Universe will move people and events and bring you exactly where you want. And fitness is the way to learn how to do it, because everything starts with you. Well, that concludes the series of these 5 little videos. Sorry for make it rough. I'm here on a treadmill, and I hope you enjoyed it. I am planning to record more now that I have my own studio. We don't have to ask permission to film anything. We can just go and film it. Very happy about that. Today they're gonna take my stitches off, and tomorrow I'm flying home. I really miss everybody. Hi Canada. Hello my studio, hello my clients. Love you a lot. Without you I wouldn't be where I am. Seriously. You know, it's understanding that when we meet, I like to think about people as angels, and we have people coming to our life to bring you to a certain point, and each of us, we help each other to bring us to a certain point in life, because it's not only my clients learn what I have to teach, but I also learn from my clients, and I see new brain patterns, I see new habits that we're trying to correct and change, and I see new mindset and work with it, you know. So I help my clients, they help me to grow, and I am very grateful for all of you who've been in my life. Thank you. I love you all. Bye bye. See you soon.